Hi dear Pisces, this is Anastasia for Amira Salon channel. I'm back to give you a short reading, a short spread for March-April, and I'm going to use again Golden Tarot deck because I kind of feel comfortable with talking about its imagery and symbolic, meanings. And I will be also using today a few cards from Daily Guidance with Your Angels from by Doreen Virtue because I was guided to use this deck for particularly for water signs. So Pisces, let's begin with Golden Tarot deck, and we will look into some energies coming from for you, from out there, from people who are close to you, from the universe. Looking into Pisces, March, April 2018. So the first card is Ten of Cups, which is beautiful card, beautiful card. Then comes the Tower, which is kind of a scary card, but we will see what it really means. Then we have Five of Coins and King of Coins. So let's look at these cards. Very interesting. The energies coming, and these two cards will be mostly March energies, and then closer to the end of the spread, which is quite short, as you can see, it's April energies. So beginning with Ten of Cups and the Tower, at this point, I would like to look at them together because this is overly very positive card, speaking about family harmony. We can see by the artwork that it depicts a family, husband and wife and two children, and there's these cups in a rainbow circle above their heads. So it's very peaceful, beautiful card of happy family life. And then we see this card. Everybody knows who is familiar with tarot symbolism. The Tower. They usually say it's one of the most ominous cards. But if we look at these cards together, what we can see, of course, Tower shows some unexpected event. But looking at the beautiful card and beautiful energy of Ten of Cups, I can assume it not necessarily it could be a bad event. It could be a very unexpected addition to the family. So maybe if you have adult children and you know that they didn't plan to have a child, maybe they will shock you by saying, oh, you know what, we will have an addition in the family. So that could be something that, and you can be shocked because you didn't expect it. It was not in the plan. Another thing what could be on a more maybe critical level or dramatic level, it could be that some of your family members can display quite an unexpected behavior. They can even talk about maybe separation, or they would like to move and you don't want to move. So there could be some kind of chaotic situation when some of the family members will surprise you with their unusual thinking or unusual choice. And also what comes to my mind, there could be a young adult who would tell their family that they were living together, that he or she will be moving out with a new partner, and that's not something that was on your records. So you will be shocked. Or they would like to move in when you were not expected them to do so. So it will bring this kind of chaotic situation into your household. So something here talks about Pisces, some Pisces who would have this kind of very unexpected event related to their household or family life. But again, just try to look at it philosophically, because maybe the change that comes to our life by force, it came to our life by some external force, and we are not happy about it, in the long run can turn to be a very happy outcome. And that's, again, if I look at these two cards, it's like this havoc that will the Tower card bring possibly to some of Pisces lives in March. actually can relate to some very unexpected happy event in the family life, and it's hard to predict what can happen. But please be patient. Don't react really dramatically to whatever unexpected event is going on to be in your family life or household, or somebody wants to move, or your husband will tomorrow come to you and saying, you know what, I would like to sell our house because I found something else, and you don't want to do that, but maybe in the long run the new house will be much better. So anyways, it's something about household family life which you will react pretty dramatically at first, but please be patient, be philosophically minded at this point, and just let it be, because Tower shows events that we cannot control. So if you don't if you cannot control it, why to worry, right? Just try to adapt and find the best possible solution, because I really feel that many Pisces will be involved in this kind of unexpected event or development of events. Now, looking into April energy, we can see Five of Coins is most likely it could be related to the Tower situation in your family. It shows kind of shortage of resources. So maybe if there is an addition in the family that was not expected, it will be also additional expenses, and you would be, fearful about that, because if you look at how these two people are, actually one person, he's looking up and he kind of is counting these coins that are hovering about above his head, somewhere closer to the ceiling. He's kind of fearful and counting and thinking. So there is this fearful expectation that the expenses would be over than the income. So the best advice of this card is just not to take everything to in very, again, negative, from the negative perspective, but just be prepared that maybe you have to be more watchful and mindful about your expenses in April. And you have kind of, if you did not count before, if you didn't, you were a little bit careless about your books before March, April, so now it's time to be watchful. So that's what this card is talking about. But look at this beautiful card in the end, King of Coins. King of Coins could show or represent a real person with resources who can give you a hand of support and actually can give you money if you ask for money. But it could also be just a symbol of a very positive energy of support and security that will be coming externally for you. Maybe it will be, for some Pisces, it could be a raise at work, and maybe at some point you were counting your money and thinking, oh, I'm actually I'm running short of resources. But there will be, by the end of April, there will be a beautiful move, maybe on the part of your employer, or you will you will find a new job, and it will be much more resourceful than what you were doing before. And even though these cards, particularly these two cards, they show that between the period of good things there will be something more dramatic, I would suggest, Pisces, you should not be very fearful, and just take advice from these cards that the energies could be a little bit harsh for you, but you can deal with them, right? Be prepared. Don't react very negatively. And remember that there will be always support. So there will be somebody who will be supporting you, most likely a male figure, but it could be also um, a very resourceful woman. So it could be actually you. So you will find, and for Pisces, it's sometimes very difficult to find this earthly energy because they're water, right? They're more sensitive. They're more in, kind of floating in the world of their own world. But perhaps this card also shows us that during this period of some challenges, you can find resources in your own self to act as the King of Coins, and you will be very successful at that. So I think it's a very empowering card, and it shows that you should not be fearful. No matter what's going on around you, you have the power to be this king of coins, to control things. I know that this event you cannot control, but you can control your reaction and your actions on how to support yourself and other people who depend on you at times of change. Okay, so let's look at what daily guidance from your angels will tell us, how they will support Pisces in March, April, particularly if there will be some kind of little bit harsh energies coming to them. Notice the signs. I like this card. It's so good, and it's purple. Purple is also coming. Purple is for me. I don't know. I may be wrong. It's just my perception. It's a color of magic and mystery. So something around you will be really magical, Pisces. Ground yourself, so don't lose control over whatever you can control. And creative project. Oh, interesting. So first of all, notice the signs. Notice the signs is a card of support from your angels. It talks about this idea that we are never alone, even during very hard, and particularly during hard times, there will be always some support coming from the universe. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. So you will be surrounded by signs, maybe during this period of change that you cannot control, that you are not all by yourself, you're not left without any support and help. Just notice the signs. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. So with this support, you shouldn't be very fearful. If change is coming and it's forced by the external force, it's forced by external circumstance, it means that there needs to be change, either in your family life or at workplace. So don't be fearful because they will guide you. Ground yourself. And again, don't lose control. Don't lose your mind over illusions. Don't be very upset about things that you cannot change. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. So if sometimes, and particularly water signs, if they are challenged by external circumstances, they can lose their, how to say, self-confidence, and they can be too disappointed in the reality, and they can indulge in some kind of substance, or, you know, but this card affirms that you, although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. So ground yourself. Don't lose your mind over illusions, and try to be this king of coins, to be more earthly oriented, like with earthly energies. Count your money, count your budget, bring up your books into order, and you will be protected, surely. And I love particularly this card, Creative Project. Creative Project says your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. So no matter what is happening, maybe even during this time of challenge, that's the best way out, to escape into not just some substance or some illusions or being upset or disappointed, but you can sublime kind of your energy into creativity. You can, if you're a singer, you can write songs, you can sing, if you can dance. And I mean singer, not celebrity singer, just if you sing, if you have a beautiful voice, you can do some records and place them on YouTube, or just for yourself and your family. You can compose, you can write. Creativity has so many avenues that you can use to express your soul purpose, so it's beautiful. And these are two angels who are kind of blessing this girl who is playing the harp. I think it's a very beautiful card for you, Pisces. So it says that at times of some earthly challenges, don't forget about who you are. And Pisces are usually very connected to the heavenly music, music of harmony, no matter what. And it can help you to balance what's going on in your circumstance. That's how I feel about these cards. So I think that despite some of the challenging cards here, I think that the overall energy is very positive, because while you are finding resources within yourself to, um, I cannot say to control obstacles, but to minimize the effect of obstacles, and you become stronger, and you build up new energy. You accumulate the energy to be able to move along with your life. So I think if there are no challenges, then our life would be very boring, and we would not know what we are capable of. So I think it's a very rewarding, sometimes all these changes, it's a rewarding situation for us, because then we discover our hidden abilities and our talents. So I think that's what these cards are about for Pisces, March, April 2018. I wish you well. I wish you luck. And please don't forget about this beautiful, beautiful advice for you, Pisces. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.